Yeah.
Right.
Let's not let perfection be the enemy of progress, as they say.
Mhm.
That's a big thing.
Right,
And yeah, I'm right with you. I think that people are just exhausted of all the gridlock and the fighting and all that, and we just want to see things work. I don't know. I'm speaking for myself, but that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting right now.
That's
So,
the vibe that I
wow.
get from. That's like the most common vibe that I get from people when I talk to them on the phone. Talked to over 1,000 Texans since November.
Excellent.
And that is the most common thing that I get.
And tell them, as a guy from California, I'm right there with them.
Oh, and I've talked to a bunch of Texans who have moved to California too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
They moved to
Colorado,
California?
or moved to New York, or moved to New Jersey, moved to Michigan, Wisconsin.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. They tell me, well, I've moved out of state. I don't care. If you got things to say, I got ears to listen. If not, it's your choice.
Wonderful.
I'm representing all people. Like that's.
Yeah.
I'm serious. That's
Bottom
not
line.
a joke. It's not like some campaign, whatever.
People from everywhere is the same.
The gentrification is pretty extreme in Austin.
Gentrification is good or bad going on right now?
Gentrification is like it's always a negative thing, but like it's pretty like it's hurting Austin. I think a UBI is something that we could do from the federal level that would help to slow that down, because it would give people who already live in these spaces more power. Right? It's just empowering. I mean, it's the mission statement of my campaign is to empower every individual to become the best version of themselves. Universal basic income is incredibly empowering, especially because in this country, money is power. This is a country that runs on money. And there are a lot of things that need to happen at like the municipal level, like zoning. Like they still won't build multifamily units in Austin. Yeah, but it's like assuming that the wealthy people are making the communities better.
Right.
They're not. They're just making it different. They're just changing.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm not against change. Austin is a city of change.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not wealthy people aren't better than poor people.
Mm-hmm.
They have more money and more power, and
so what we're saying.
Yeah, that's subjective. Like doing well. Like how well are you doing if you're kicking everybody out?
If the people who live there have to leave, it's not doing well. So
right, if you have over 2,000 homeless people in the city because of this now, like, is that community really doing well? Like, I think it's subjective. Like, yeah, there are a lot of bonuses that we get from like all these different people coming into Austin, but it's also becoming much more whitewashed. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's people like me, right? It's like these affluent white people, like single white people, like who come in, who have a car and like buy an apartment in a complex that is like traditionally a Latino complex without realizing. And now I'm here and I'm like, oh my God, I'm contributing to this problem that I didn't even know existed. So I'm gentrifying Austin. Like, what the hell am I doing? This is not okay.
Well, you're just being yourself and living. So
right. And I'm like, how would I have known? This wasn't a thing I like thought about before I moved here. I visited a half a dozen different cities. And like I was like, I'm just gonna pick whichever one I like the most. And I visited Austin. I was like, this one's great. I'm gonna move here.